Welcome to Tunisia's Locks, Beauty Tips, and Potpourri, the channel where we get it all in. You can also learn more about the I Am Melanin Magic brand. Thank you for stopping by. I want to take a few moments to share with you some of the successes that the I Am Melanin Magic hair brand is having. Jimmy here, along with his father, have been dealing with hair loss presenting as bald patches and thinning throughout his hair for over 10 years. He decided, by way of his girlfriend, to give I Am Melanin Magic a try. With consistent use of the I Am Melanin Magic Magical Hair Growth Serum, using it 5 days a week for 8 weeks, these are the results that he was able to get. I Am Melanin Magic, and so are you. Welcome to Tunisia's Locks, Beauty Tips, and Potpourri. I hope that you all are feeling amazing today, this morning, afternoon, or evening, or whenever you're watching this video. I hope that you're feeling peaceful, productive, prosperous, that you are living your life from a positive point of attraction, and that you are on purpose. Welcome to today's video. Don't forget to give it a like from the beginning so that you do not forget if you're an OG, and if you are someone that is new to the channel, welcome, welcome. Where have you been? Today we're talking about something that I am having a lot of fun with right now, and that is adding color without having to use chemicals. Now, you all know I have colored my hair countless times, and I'm on the fence about currently adding the rinse that I typically do each year, which is it's non-permanent, so it's semi-permanent, but it's messy, and it is, you know, mild chemical, but it's very messy. But you guys know I like bright colors, and I get the fever in fall. So anyway, this is what I have learned how to do. Now, if you guys think about Miss Blake's hair, you see these different colors throughout her hair. So she uses a method similar to the one that I'm going to show you, that I also found on YouTube, and I liked it, but I decided to use yarn with it instead. Of course, 100% wool. Needs to be 100% wool, and I suggest you get fine. I got this right off of Amazon. Now, this is the color that my hair is whenever I put that rinse in it. So this is the closest that I could find to something I really love. Now, I also picked up some hair tinsel. This one costs more than the other hair tinsel that I have, which is what you are seeing right here. This hair tinsel was 1,200 strands for about $8. This was, they say, I think 100 strands for the same amount. This color, as you can see, is way off the beaten path, but when I realized I could get some color, I was like, okay, I don't care what color it is, as long as it's in the family of red and burgundy. So this is quite unlike what I would actually want to go with. However, I can take this out at this time. Okay, it's going to be easy for me to take it out because it hasn't been in that long. Now, what you are seeing here is, and you can hardly tell, right? Look at that. This is the yarn. So you can imagine if I put this as highlights, or if I did my entire hair, which I probably wouldn't want to do. This is light as a feather, so it wouldn't add much extra weight, but it would give me maybe a look that I wouldn't be as impressed with. But I am going to add more strands, and I wanted to show you how to do it. So you need a craft needle, and you can use any other type of, you know, interlocking tool that you would like to use that you're comfortable with. And again, you would type in hair tinsel on Amazon. This, I believe, is 40 to 48 inches. You want to get it long if you have long hair, which I do. Otherwise, you can go for something that is a little bit less. But let's say I'm going to take one of these locks here, right? Let's see. That's one of my longer babies, and this actually is going to need another knot soon. So let's go with this one. So what I'm going to do, first of all, is I'm going to measure the length of this lock, and I'm going to go straight from the root all the way down. And in doing this, I'm also going to give myself a little bit of give. So I'm going to go a little bit longer, okay? Because, so let's add an extra couple inches. And then I'm just going to double it. Or I'm going to fold it in half so that I can have two sides of the same height, okay? And then I'm just going to clip that. Now, the interesting thing is I don't go all the way down to the end. You can if you want, but you all know I like to leave my ends out. So I'm not going to go all the way down to the end. But the important thing is to just thread one side of either the tinsel or the yarn through the needle. When you pull it through, you just need to get it through maybe 6 inches or so. Find that lock and simply put the needle right in the middle. Pull it through. This will allow you to pull through the yarn. You see that? Now, once it is in the hair, this is what allows me to secure it. Now, if you wanted to, and you're gonna, pull it down so that the ends are even. If you really wanted to, you could put a knot in here right at this time. But my thing is, because you may decide you want to take this out, or you may decide that, whatever you may decide, I'm not gonna put a knot in it, but you could put a knot in it. It wouldn't kill you if you put a knot in it. Now, all we're gonna do is begin to plait. You have 3 strands here. So we're going to begin to plait. Now, the thing is with this, as you begin to plait, it's not going to be a tight plait. There's really no need for it to be a tight plait. If you were to make it tight, then your thread would wrap more consistently like a tire or a tighter spiral around the lock. If you just put a certain average amount of tension, then it's going to work more like a spiral, similar to when you see me do the pipe cleaners, right? When you see me do the pipe cleaners, if I want a tighter curl, I spin the hair around it very tight, and I sometimes will go in a repetitive motion or overlapping motion. I don't want that type of wrapping for my lock, and so I'm just plaiting, and I'm using just a tiny amount of, and you will see I will audit this video, edit it, and I will let you see. But do you see this? Can you see what that's doing? And when I get to the bottom, now if you wanted to stop at this point, you could stop and you would just tie a double knot. But if you want to wait until you get all the way to the end, or by me not pulling too tight, or by me not spending more time just plaiting in one place rather than plaiting and moving down the length, I'm going to have the ability to see my hair along with the thread. Okay, it's not just going to be just the thread. And that's what I want. So I'm just going to go all the way down to the end, or what I feel is far enough. Now, again, this is very thin. And it's 100% wool, so it is a natural fiber. I'm not expecting that this will smother my lock in any way. And I don't feel that it will prohibit the locking process in any way. As you know, I'm starting from up here, and the hair is still going to do what it does. It's going to eventually lock and intertwine with this, which is why if you are planning on taking this out and you're just doing it for a party or something like that, then you don't want to wait too long before taking it out. But again, it's on the outer part of my hair. But our hair, as you know, when the locking happens, all sorts of things can go on. So I'm almost near the bottom. Okay, and I am just going to tie a double knot on the bottom. Yup. And then once I get that double knot on the bottom, this baby is not going anywhere. And I'm going to just clip the excess. And I will be good to go to enjoy this. Okay, and what I want to show you is also the tinsel. I want you to get a feel for what the tinsel thread, hair thread is going to look like. So I'm just going to clip the excess and I'm good to go. And you can see if I didn't have this in here, this bold, too bright a color, this looks very much like my hair. It really does, and it's really beautiful. I need to get these out or not, figure out what I'm going to do with it, but it's a really wonderful way to just get that added color. Even if you just wanted to do it halfway and then down, then if you wanted to do it that way, you could be just as creative and you could just go into the lock. Depending upon how, you may do better with that metal interlocking tool. Depending upon how tight your locks are, you could just go straight through the middle, pull it through, and then start at the bottom. So you can be creative in all sorts of ways with this. The hair tinsel is a lot more tricky to work with. Now, this is also beautiful. Not that far-fetched from this. Ideally, this would be like my color, ideally. This is a little trickier to work with. You can use just one strand. You can use more than one strand. It is a little trickier to work with. I grabbed 2 strands. Actually, I think it's 3. But you're going to do the same thing as we did with the other one. You will find as well that this stuff does not lose color. It is not going to just tear or anything like this. And if you're not familiar with hair tinsel, look it up online and you will see people do a lot of fun things with this hair tinsel. So you can see that, right? Yeah. And so now I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to find me another lock. I'm going to do the exact same thing. Put this in here. It's very easy to feel kind of thing, y'all. You just got to be careful when you're going through here to make sure, because it's working with the tinsel is a little trickier. You see that? Yeah, see, it's kind of, let me do it again. It's you definitely want to make sure that you delineate a shorter piece. There's no need to try to pull it all through, because if you try to pull it all through, meaning, you know, you don't shorten that first part up here and just try to pull this through, it's going to get even more tangled. So make sure you separate your long side from your short side so that when you go through, it's pretty easy. And you see me holding it. I'm separating them as I'm holding them. I'm finding a length lock that I want to actually use this on. I tend to have shorter ones around the top because those are the ones that I've broken so often picking with them over the years. So let's go with this one. So again, clearly, please make sure that you are not combining more than one lock. Okay, pull it through. Hope yeah, still feels. All right, here we go. So here you got it. And this is a little more tricky to work with, but you can still do it. If you are in front of a mirror, it's definitely going to work better, but you just begin the plaiting process. And, you know, excessive force is not necessary, but since you have more than 2 pieces of tinsel, what you can do is you can combine 1 piece of the tinsel with your actual hair and then be using 3 strands of tinsel. That way you get a little bit more traction. The thing about when you're using the tinsel though, is after 2 or 3 overlaps in the plaiting process, you have to separate it and go all the way down, because if you don't, it's going to get tangled at the bottom. And it's difficult for me to see because I'm doing this on video, so I believe my tinsel is uneven. It's really important when you put the tinsel in to make sure that you're working with 3 equal length pieces and that they don't somehow get discombobulated once you thread the hair through, especially if your intention is to go all the way down to the bottom. But you can see with this that you're getting a nice highlight. And you can use more tinsel, but I love the look of the tinsel as well. It's very beautiful. It's a nice highlight rather than feeling as though the color is too opaque or it's monopolizing too much of your lock. It's very gentle, it's very subtle. And the same way you can see this here, it's gonna look like that. And if you're someone that likes to be creative, or you kind of got that hippie vibe going on with you, which I do, this is not a big deal to you. You're not going to be like, oh my God, my locks are going to look crazy. I got all these colors. No, your hair is a reflection of a landscape of your mind. And so if you're creative like that, just look at it as having fun. I think Miss Blake's uses purples, blues, burgundies, greens. She's got all kind of colors in her hair. And I think she's had them in for a while. She didn't use hair tinsel. She used the yarn, but I think she's had it in for a while. So I'm not sure all of hers can come out. But this is a lot of fun, and it's a great way to get color, y'all, without all of the color drama and the chemicals. If you're someone that just likes to have fun, they have these in bold colors. I've seen silver, I've seen gold. Subtle colors you're not going to see as much of, but you can also mix colors, and that can be tons of fun. Again, this tinsel is not going to lose its color. It should not pop on you easily as you're going through this process. It should be fairly fun and easy for you to use. Again, it's hard to do it on this camera. I need to be in the bathroom in the light where I can see. But this is pretty much it. I will continue to plait down as far as I want to. And at some point when I get to that stopping point in terms of length, I'll just tie a double knot, clip the ends, and enjoy my new color. Okay, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you all, and I will see you again for the next video.
If you are not using Melanin Magic hair oil, then what are you using?
Hi, I'm the creator of the I Am Melanin Magic skin and hair care brand. The I Am Melanin Magic hair oil is our premier product. It is the leading high-end supplement for your mane.
It reduces breakage and promotes growth and can be used on all hair types and looks, from straightened hair and microlocks to wigs and protective styles.
It's antifungal, antibacterial, and it's anti-funk, so you know you're protected.
It softens and conditions your hair, and it's anti-frizz too.
Hey guys, so I started using this oil called I Am Melanin Magic since February of this year, and check out the new growth. Like, it's insane. Not only did it help with my new growth, but it smells amazing too.
See the dramatic improvements Denisha has made after not having hair around her edges for 3 years. Tanya's hair had been like this for almost 20 years, and while getting injections. Her doctor said it was scarred and would never grow back. After 4 weeks of using I Am Melanin Magic, this is what she looked like. I Am Melanin Magic did this to Danette's hair after a short time. This is really all your hair needs. It's rich with antioxidants, loaded with growth-promoting ingredients. Look at the growth of my hair. It's amazing. The product speaks for itself. Order yours today and don't delay. Don't delay. Purchase yours today.
I Am Melanin Magic,
And so are you.